In a world where we're all waiting on ban lists, Yu-Gi-Oh players across the interwebs are scared of being banned. So, I've seen rather one YouTuber pretty much take his leaks down because he didn't want to get banned. And then I also had a former YouTuber message me on Facebook saying they had to delete their post because they didn't want to get banned because they still like playing Yu-Gi-Oh despite doing content. And I just sit up here like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this because I don't think it's right. Now, obviously, I'm just a random dude on YouTube. I have no stake in Konami. But I'm going to call them out with their BS when I see fit. So, look, we all get it. Leaks happen, things happen. Konami need to get their whips in line and, beat the proper employees to have them stop the leaks. Okay, I'm kidding. YouTube, don't demonetize this video. But on a serious note, I don't understand why when stuff get leaked, Konami just wants to ban people. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world. And people who still share said stuff is on the fear of potentially getting banned. Now, how often Konami, enforces this rule, I don't know. It really started to take notice. And I had to do a little research before I did this video. Because my former YouTuber buddy told me I should talk about this topic. Because I'm like, you know what? That's a good topic to talk about. It started with DK a year ago. Now, I didn't really watch DK. I didn't really know who he is. I actually thought DK was an OCG channel, but I guess that's another channel that starts with a D. But anyway, DK essentially is, I guess he was a master duel channel, and he was talking about some online digital leaks that happened towards, I think, Master Duel or something of that nature, like one of the online games. And Konami pretty much gave that man a 5-year ban. That sucks. Konami, don't ban me. I'm just talking about the situation. I ain't posting no leaks. I don't believe in posting leaks. Do not post leaks. This is my caution to you guys. I don't believe in posting leaks because I think, as a content creator who's, is essentially a small business owner, some people might disagree with that, but all content creators are essentially small business owners, especially the ones that get paid. I understand that you want your intellectual property tightly kept, but in 2025, once the cat's out the bag, the cat is out the bag. It's actually beneficial for companies just to let leaks be shot into the stratosphere instead of shutting them down. Some companies, like mainly in the movie industry, they actually promote people posting leaks for their product because it builds hype for said product. In Yu-Gi-Oh terms, it would build hype for said set. And the set we're talking about is the new Stampede set that's really hyped right now, and it has Mochari Fuwalos coming in that set. Now, that's not a leak. I'm not even going to mention what the leaks are. I didn't even do research for the as far as what the leaks was, so I don't want to talk about it. However, with that being, just in case Konami want to ban me for even talking about the leaks, but with that being said, though, no matter what the leaks are, I just don't think players deserve a ban for talking about information that's all over the internet. If you guys are like me, if you're a millennial, there's the number one rule of the internet is what? Once it's on the internet, it's never coming off the internet. If it exists, it's on the internet. So that pretty much says to Konami and any higher ups that may be potentially watching this video, once a leak happened, you can't do anything about it. So unless it's like some information, like say for example, like if it was like a ban list leak and you guys might, for example, alter the ban list, I get that type of leak. But if it's something that's set in stone that you guys already got on a printer, fresh off the presses, and it's gonna get shipped out to distributors to get shipped out to locals, you might as well just come out with it and call it a day. Hell, in my personal opinion, you guys are probably better off just letting people just leak it on purpose and you're just gonna see the profit regardless. I don't understand the big deal about leaks, but again, I'm not Japanese. I don't know how the Japanese market feels about this. I'm an American. I'm a TCG player. And I'm just looking at this from an outside looking in from a small business standpoint. Obviously, I'm not a billionaire. I'm not one of those people who work for Konami. I just don't think players deserve extended bans for posting something or talking about something that's all over the internet. Like, you can't stop information from spreading. This ain't the 90s. This ain't the early 2000s where when you press the button, information just stopped. This is 2025. It don't work that way. Even in your country, in Japan, Once something happened, the people over there are smart enough to figure out how to get it. Now, with that being said, does my opinion matter in the grand scheme of things to the higher ups of Konami? No. But should they listen to me? Yes, because unfortunately, Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, I ain't gonna say it's in a shitter, but it is on a decline in my personal opinion as far as things that go on in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Now, obviously, the game's not dying. It's not dead. But with the constant pissing off of the player base, the constant waiting for a ban list that we probably not going to get into at this point is after YCS Houston. Thank you for by the way, Konami, because I ain't gonna lie, learning a new format right before Houston would have sucked for me personally. However, I'm also quick to adapt the format, so a player like me can adjust. But for people who put time, effort, and energy into studying the current metagame, it would have been a shit show. And I think people don't want to prep in 2 days for a format if Konami decides to drop the ban list, let's say, for example, today while I'm filming this video. But I don't just think, for what it's worth, Konami could afford to just really continue to piss off players. Like, for example, right, the guy DK that got banned, he has how many subscribers? He has 373,000 subscribers. And I'm pretty sure when he got banned, he probably had a little less than that. And in the grand scheme of things, of Yu-Gi-Oh players, that's a big chunk of his audience. Over 100K people watched that video of him discussing why he was banned from Konami and he wished it was clickbait. Now, with that being said, information spread. So over 100,000 people saw the video. A good portion of those people told 2 or 3 of their friends. So it's a good chance a lot of people know not to post leaks, talk about leaks. I'm not even trying to share a leak on my Facebook page because little do you know, it might be some Konami rep. You might be a local judge in your area who has it out for you. Email to Konami, screenshot your name, send them your Kazi ID, and get you up out of here. People are haters. People don't like a lot of y'all. I'm making this video, I guess, as a awareness for my audience not to do it. Even if you guys have it, don't share leaks, don't post leaks, don't do anything with a leak to get yourself banned from playing the game we all love. Because like I said, from a business standpoint, I get it. But from a modern thinking standpoint, I'm like, bro, this might as well just let it out. Don't punish the people who are talking about the leaks and maybe sharing a photo or two. Find out who did the leak and give them the punishment. That only makes sense. But I guess in the information age, it's kind of hard to figure out where the leak came from, and or if you're gonna figure it out, do they want to spend the resources and invest who leaked the leak? There's been leaks before. Hell, there's people who work at like Konami manufacturing facilities who open boxes within the facility. I'm pretty sure they got fired, but they still post stuff they seen in said boxes, ratios, things like that. But I just think at the end of the damn day, when it come down to it, we're just excited about the game. We just want to talk about these things. As far especially as content creators. Now obviously, before somebody come in here, you guys aren't entitled to do this. This is not your property. No shit, Sherlock. But once again, if it exists, it's on the internet. People are going to talk about it in forums. You can't stop it, so you might as well embrace it and call it a day. Like I said, some companies manufacture their own leaks to build up hype on said products. That happens in the movie industry all the time. But yeah, man, tell me what you guys think, man. Do you guys think players should be banned for posting leaks, talking about leaks? In the comment section, let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys excited for the new Rarity Stampede? Let me know. Do you guys think Konami are gonna do you guys think Konami's gonna continue? Do you guys think Konami's going to continue to piss off players to the point where we just all say, F it, screw you guys, we're just going to quit and do something else? Like I said, I'm going down with the ship. I love this game. I like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a big part of my life. I attribute Yu-Gi-Oh! To me meeting someone who introduced me to my son's mom. So I attribute Yu-Gi-Oh! To my kid being born, truthfully, if I'm being 100% honest and transparent. So I have a lot of stake personally invested into Yu-Gi-Oh! But at the same damn time, bro, I hate seeing something I love get treated with wishy-washy hands. And I just want things to be better. I want consistent ban list. I personally want, a happier player base. I want healthier metas. Like, I think the current meta is a good meta, despite what people say. Like, I'm all for Konami when they do right, but I'm going to call them out when they do wrong because at the end of the day, I just want the game to be successful for another 10 to 20 years. I'll be well into my 50s and probably not even playing anymore. However, hopefully I'll be somewhat prominent in the scene via YouTube or maybe even working for Konami. Who knows? So, it's your boy Rogue here, bringing you guys another discussion topic, and I'm signing out. Peace. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.